which seems like the most favorable position for M Canning.
Oh yeah.
But Uko, he beat Jon Snow, and Jon Snow was kind of the favorite here to qualify. Oh my! Imagine if at the beginning of this, when I was like, "Hey, Light, who do you think's gonna win?" You're gonna be like, "Uko's gonna qualify," and I'm gonna go with CalebAracous is gonna qualify. I would have told you to shut your mouth and get out of town.
Who's gonna qualify? Like, I'll be like, yo, my man Uko, he's
my man Uko, he got this in the bag.
He got this. What are you on about? Like, he's great. You know, he's up there. He's number 16 on NA Ladder Heroes. He's got qualify, mate. He's doing it. He's going for the run of his life right now. Hey, I wanted to have it. Uko, let's go. Get in the chat. We gotta cheer for him as best as we can.
Oh my God, what have we done? We've done it. We've really done it this time. We stepped in it. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Are y'all smell what I stepped in? No? Okay, here we are in Ice and Chrome. LE. LE standing for laughably epic. Playing for Archangels Gaming in the top right-hand corner of the map. It is the American player. He is a Protoss. Can he do the Void Ray Rush for us one time for the one time? I don't know. It is IntuitioN.
And spawning in at the bottom left-hand corner of Ice and Chrome LE, we have the American Zerg player. We just saw him take down his compatriot, his teammate in, I almost said epic. It was not, it was Foxer. But here we have, representing Icebound Esports, it is CalebAracous.
I mean, that game was pretty epic, if you ask me.
It was. It actually was. Yeah. But we're done with the Terrans. We're here with the Zergs and the Protosses. I'm feeling a little bit more at home here. I feel like this is the matchup that we probably cast the most together. Especially in the Latin American scene.
It's great. It's our favorite. It is the best. It's the way things should be.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because like we can have these longer macro games, or we can have just like, you know, proxies. We can have like proxy Stargates. We can have like these 2-base all-ins. We can have like 2-base Spire play. Like there's a lot that can come into here. IntuitioN, is he the kind of player who will do something cheeky and crazy? I think so. I hope so. For everyone in the chat, I hope so. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. And I love Americans when they're in the chat. Mostly we have Latin Americans, which I love also, but the Americans come in with all types of weird things they say. I'm American, guys, so I'm not talking crap. But yeah, Face Off is actually a movie with Nicolas Cage, and it's where a guy literally like gets in a plane crash and then tries to put someone else's face on his face.
Yeah, he's going to take his face off.
And put another face on. So it's really face on.
Yeah, face goes off, face goes on.
It's really face swap. It's face swap.
That doesn't sound anywhere near as cool.
It doesn't sound as cool as face off.
As epic, if you will.
Ooh. Is this just gonna be a thing now, Light? Are you doing it too?
Nah, I'm doing it ironically. That's the difference. That's the difference.
You know, you say that, but that's how most things start. You do it ironically, and then it just sticks.
Nah.
That's how all of my most terrible habits have happened. I mean, that's how we get milk from overlords now.
Oh, God.
Oh. Let's go! We got an Oracle coming out. And we got some link speed coming right at your face, if you will. It's going to be ripped off by these lings. Wow, I bet lings would actually rip your face off.
Lings, they would be having none of it. But as you were saying, we are not seeing a Void Ray here. We are seeing an Oracle first coming out from IntuitioN. How many Oracles, though, are we going to be seeing today?
One Oracle into Void Ray. Damn it. Oh, when he canceled that, my heart kind of got happy.
Yeah. It is going to be a Phoenix opener. I'm disappointed by IntuitioN. Very often, or at least yesterday, we saw Oracle into Void Ray, and for the Void Ray to not just deal with the overlords, but also be defensive against roach pushes as well. It's pretty interesting to see.
Yeah. Who did we see? Was it Cats that went for the Void Ray? Or was it Turkey Dano?
Turkey Dano.
Of course it was Turkey Dano.
Of course it was Turkey Dano, yeah. Yeah.
God, that Void Ray looked so OP. I think it was Cuddlebear who came to check it out.
Yeah, it was.
Cuddlebear was like, I have no idea how to hold that.
Yeah. He was like, what do we even do against this? Like, he was just lost for words.
I'm pretty sure he, like, retired yesterday.
Oh god, yeah, it was rough. And we do have Intuition, and not just going for that Oracle and the Phoenix, but also throwing down a second Stargate.
A second Stargate indeed, which Light, you know what that means.
That means
Void Rays.
It's possible. It's possible. Yesterday we actually saw a triple Stargate into Mass Oracle again.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh,
Give me a gosh darn Void Ray. It's probably gonna be Phoenix though.
Probably. We'll see. I mean, the transition is always available. Like, because we've seen it before. If Intuition goes Mass Phoenix and Caleb throws down a Spire to go Corruptors to deal with it, then we could just see a transition into Mass Void Ray to deal with the Corruptors.
I feel like I don't know how this matchup goes, but if Intuition is cocky enough here, which I say cocky, confident is a real word. If he's confident enough, he can do that Void Ray switch. But I think to play it safe, no one's really had an entire week to mess around with the Void Ray build and keep it a secret at the same time. So
yeah,
I wonder how it goes for like the testing that goes on for high-level pros to play it. The chances that there's other high-level pros playing for you to play against is weird.
Yeah. There's only
you take forever. I've never really seen it.
There's only a handful of players, and I mean, Turkey Dano was one of them, right? He is one of them, and that's what's gonna make tomorrow so scary. It's a little bit too soon to talk about it, but we'll get there.
Yeah, please, Light. One day at a time. We have a freaking heart attack over here.
We'll get there later on as we are.
Will we
the
though?
end.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it there. I might not make it all the way to the final qualifier.
Gonna have to call up Milk. Gonna need Milk to come in to fill in. He's just
Milk. Did somebody say Milk? You know where milk comes from, right? Not over there. It comes from cows. Come on, guys. Cows create milk. Milk creates cheese, and Turkey Dano is the cheese god.
He is a cheese god. And here we go. The faces are finally revealing themselves.
Those queens are dead as Disco.
Is Disco dead?
Apparently.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
Are those queens still alive? F's in the chat for Disco.
F's in the chat for Disco as all these overlords are going down. Meanwhile, Caleb, I love this. He's doing what he can with his overlords. With his roaches. He sent them across the map, but like shield barriers are being thrown down. There's somewhat of a ground army. And there's not too many roaches. There's not too much here, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Why does he keep rallying it into an open plain? Like, he has all the creep in the world. He could keep these things at home. He's like, let me rally them all right into the open.
He's
with no anti-air.
Yeah, he's just literally walking them to their death. He's just sacrificing them to the Phoenix God right now.
Donation.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you guys look like you could use a donation. Here's all my army.
Just hoping it'll pay off.
F's in the chat also for the coolest map name that ever existed, Disco Bloodbath.
Oh my god, remember Disco Bloodbath? Oh my god, that was great. That was a beautiful map.
Yeah, that was a good map. And everyone was pissed because originally it had like flashing lights on the main. And I think they had to turn them off or something because it messed with people's eyes too much.
Speaking of turning things off and messing with people's eyes, like these Phoenixes are just going crazy right now. They're doing so much damage. Oh my god. Oh,
they're having a field day. This is like they're at a all you can eat Zerg buffet.
Like, there's literally nothing. I was so confused because he was making drones instead of making Hydras. Like, the Hydra den was done, and finally we're seeing some Hydras coming out for Caleb, but, like, Queens have gone down, Workers, Overlords, Roaches, like, there's so much value, and this doesn't even matter. Like, Intuition, like, he's already transitioned. Like he's got, like, more gateways on the way, he's, like, got a ground army, he's expanding, he's droning up, like, he could lose all these and he'd be fine. Yeah, he really doesn't care at all. He's got absolutely plenty of army. You want to know something interesting, Light? He has not lost a single Phoenix this game yet.
He's lost one probe.
Oh my god, he's lost a single probe. Oh my god.
And he's gonna get more. He lost one Phoenix, 2 Phoenix, 3 Phoenix. Okay, now he messed up.
That's GG.
That's GG. He lost 2 Phoenixes.
That's
Why is he still here?
Right? Like, what's it right now? This is just a BM move. Staying in the game after losing all those Phoenixes. How dare he? But you know, I mean, this is the final qualifier. You want to stay in it as long as you can, right? Like, this is your final opportunity, your final chance. You want to drag it out and then maybe even tire your opponent out. So yeah,
I mean, he sure is dragging it out. He lost 2 Phoenix. It looks like he's about to lose a 4th one. What are we still doing here, man?
Oh my god, this guy.
We should just leave the series to BM him. I wonder if that's ever happened, if casters left the series because one person wouldn't quit.
Oh my god.
That would be epic.
If that happened to anyone, I'm sure that like Turkey Dano would have been involved in some way, shape, or form. I mean oh god.
Or I always forget the GG timing guy. Was it time? No, it's not time.
Fantasy GG.
The fantasy GG timing.
Oh boy. And here we go, Intuition again. He's just doing what he can with these Phoenixes. Again, like, he could lose them, he couldn't care less. Like, he's just trying to get whatever value he can, whether it's like a stray Overlord or stray Queen or something for free. Meanwhile, Caleb, you know, to be fair, he has been macroing up. Like, he has a decent army. He's got Ling Bane, he's got Roach Ravager, he's got some Hydras as well. Surprisingly, he's not going to Workers. He's actually getting a Spire.
Wow, look at that Stasis Ward. Yeah, and Intuition has more army than Caleb already. And Caleb's just going to lose more and more army little by little. Oh, he's leaving the Lings for an attack at his 3rd. Baneling! Oh my god, every single thing there is so low on health.
God, one more Baneling connection, one more in the
entire
and
here comes the big engagement. They're catching up to each other. Oh my god, I don't think Intuition can lose this fight.
We'll see.
Like, I don't think it's possible that he can actually lose this engagement here.
Oh, we'll see. The storms are decent. We'll see if the High Templar get Banelings.
Decent.
And all the Banelings into the High Templar.
God, Jesus Christ. The Oracles didn't even get activated. The Banelings absolutely smashed into all of the High Templar, but they did get off plenty of really juicy storms.
Oh, but that was exactly what he needed. Like, that was such an expensive loss for Intuition, and part of me feels like it has to do with there are no sentries, like there are no force fields, even though there are minimal Ravagers here, and the Banelings, they get morphed in once again.
Wow, those Banelings are getting kind of crushed, running all over the place, but the remainder of the army is plentiful, and surprisingly, none of these Immortals are going down. Another Warp in here is just buying time and cushioning between the Immortals, and now I think there's just about more Immortals than there is Hydras, and with the reinforcing Zealots, we see that Immortal, Zealot, Stalker, Storm is still the play here. I would like to see some sort of Archon being morphed in here, but it's just going to be Zealots from Intuition, and GG is called. Game number 1 to Intuition, just as I expected.
Oh,
nothing but the best here.
Yeah, like, again, like the opener for Intuition just did so much. Like, the Phoenixes, they did so much damage, and like, yeah, like, sure, there were some nice moves, like the Baneling run by was nice, you know, killing 8 probes. Could have been a little bit more if there was another Baneling there. And again, like, Caleb had a really nice engagement, getting right on top of the High Templar. Like, that's probably the best he could have hoped for with the army that he had, but even then, it just wasn't enough. Like, he just didn't have enough supply to really follow up and get on top of those Immortals.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. I anticipate Intuition winning every game here. But, you know, I want that proxy void ray one time for the one time.
Yeah. I mean, he's ahead of the game. You know, he can afford to be a little bit cheeky here. Maybe we will see some kind of proxy. I hope so, personally, as well.
Proxy me.
Do it.
Yeah, right. Do it. I think we're just still on the high from that Turkey Dano matchup. That was the most cheesiest thing I've ever seen in a stream, I think.
I mean, I'm sure everyone who saw that, they're all looking at it and they're like, this is a little bit too much, maybe.
And to them, I say, more cheese.
You say that, mate. Yesterday, no, you were like,
let's not talk about yesterday, okay? I was drunk, okay? I don't remember it. I was drugged. That's my excuse. I was absolutely wasted on stream yesterday, if you guys couldn't tell. I blacked out. I don't remember any of it. No, I'm just kidding. Of course I wasn't blacked out on stream. You guys would have heard crazier things. Maybe I should try that sometime. What do you say, like, we get blacked out on stream?
That's not gonna happen.
The way of the Chilean Protosses on stream. But here we are. Speaking of blacking out, this guy in the bottom left-hand corner might absolutely black out the board and wash all his opponents playing for Archangel Gaming, I believe that is. Why doesn't he have a little tag anywhere? Playing for Archangel Gaming, it is the player from United States of America. He's going to use the Force, or maybe he's going to use his intuition. That's me introducing him. That's his name there.
You know what? That was good. That was good. That
worked. Right?
That makes sense for all the epic stuff, all the epic nonsense. That was great.
Epics.
Yeah, that was, you know what? I just played it twice. I just played the trumpets twice.
That's great. Oh, the trumpets. He deserves it.
As sporting in the top right-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the American Zerg player currently representing Icebound Esports. He's down 0-1 in this best of 3. Can he bring it back? It is IntuitioN. IntuitioN, CalebAracous.
Oh my god, I got him. We're in his head now, guys.
Oh my god. I'm done. I'm done.
Just a little context here. We're on day like 37 of casting straight.
Yeah.
We've put in about 40 hours this past week.
Honestly, I'm proud. I'm proud of us. Like, we've made it this far, and honestly, we haven't broken down and died already. Like,
I'm not as tired as I was during like maybe like a team matchup or the original what was it? The Chilean tournament rebirth. 8-hour cast.
Oh, the first rebirth
I haven't got.
Yeah.
It was epic.
It was good. It was solid. It was solid. I agree. There was the 2v2 tournament where we had more downtime, and that was more draining.
Yeah.
I would say probably the roughest cast we had this week was NA2, NA Qualifier 2, where like the game broke.
Yeah.
The game broke, and we were like, okay, and then the FBI came in, busted through my door, and just like took away my internet.
Yeah, we started talking about milking overlords, and the FBI was like, "This is getting out of hand. They know too much," and they tried to come disconnect my internet, and then I made a joke about going out guns blazing, and they're like, "All right, let's go for light instead."
Yeah,
this Yoda guy's a wild cannon.
And speaking of a wild cannon, we have a massive link flood coming in here from Caleb. Link speed is about to finish up, and there's no wall. There's no wall. There's no wall.
He completely avoided the vision. If you, oh my god!
Oh, he's gonna get the pylon.
Epic!
Everything's gonna be depowered.
Wow, is this how IntuitioN loses his first game?
Yes.
The lights, because I am calling it. Yes. Link speed is done. The wall can't get finished. Oh my god, the pylon might finish, but there's never gonna be a full wall. Just a one single G from IntuitioN. Maybe he does need the Force.
Maybe he does. Maybe his intuition isn't enough for him here, as he had no idea that this was coming, this massive link flood. It was, it was amazing how it was skirting around the edge of the map to the north and to the south, avoiding everything, and the hit lined up just perfectly with link speed.
I had a really good joke for Epic too, a really good pun. I'll never get to use it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I did. Yeah, I did.
You're like, yeah, I was gonna say Epic again.
I was gonna say it right before I introduced him. It was a good one. I might just throw it out there later on, just for gigs, just for giggles. Wow, why are some horns backwards? How do you turn your emojis backwards? How did this happen? Is that with the grapes where you can edit an emote?
I think so. I think you can edit emotes. Like you can add stuff to it with channel points, question mark? Maybe.
Oh, you can. I was wondering how they were doing that. This is great. I'm sharing my new emote. It has glasses. All right, here we are. This is match point. The winner of this game here goes on to the qualifying match. In the top right-hand corner, it is the Archangel Gaming player from United States of America. It's the blue Protoss player. Hopefully you can intuitively know what his teammate is going for here. It is IntuitioN.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Zerg player representing Icebound Esports. It is CalebAracous.
Now I'm starting to rethink that pun. I don't know if it is actually good.
You're
I'm
like,
gonna drop it randomly throughout the series, and
should I say
I'll
it?
let the audience decide. I said it in my head, and I was like, that wasn't as good as I thought.
You're like,
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
You're doubting yourself now. You're like, hold on. Is it epic?
See, if we would have got another game from Epic, I would have just dropped it, and you guys, the viewers, would have decided. But now we'll never know.
We'll never
Or maybe
know.
you will. Maybe I'll drop it here in a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, just replace Epic with Intuition. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh yeah, that'll work every time. Just gonna be an intuition game with an intuition play.
The intuition. It's crazy.
The intuition. The intuition on this guy. Speaking of intuition, I don't know where to go with that, but he's getting another gas.
He's getting a gas.
Pylon. Oh my god, he's a madman. He's probing up. He has not stopped probe production since the game started.
He has not, and he has not walled off either. So Caleb, he didn't go for an early pull, so it's fine. You can afford to be greedy like this and do this. This typically means that your tech of choice is going to be coming out quite soon. And
Uh-oh. Did I lag him out? That was mouse. Okay.
Okay, we're good.
It's a nice silent moment. We can all take a moment to breathe in, breathe out, and realize that we'll never amount to these players, even though they're not playing that great right now. Some of them are going to go down.
Yo, you say you're not playing, they're not playing that great, but like Caleb, he had a pretty epic series earlier on today.
Yeah, he did earlier today, but IntuitioN's playing pretty good here. Actually, that last game was pretty great. The Link Flood was great. He completely caught IntuitioN off guard.
Yeah.
And you think with the Probe Scout that IntuitioN would be hard to get caught off guard, but I didn't really see how he missed it. He either brought the probe back home too early, or due to the fact that he blocked the natural hatch, he had to take the further hatch, which means you can't see both bases at once. And I think he snuck the Lings out that way.
Yeah. Again, you were talking about it, right? Like he was relying a little bit too much on his intuition, and that cost him the game.
He needs the Force.
Needs the Force.
Yeah, and we see the Stargate go down. I know it's not going to be a Void Ray, but gosh darn it, I wish it was.
Do you know it's not going to be a Void Ray?
I don't know, but if I say it's not, then it might. I'm usually wrong.
Is that what your intuition is telling you?
Oh my god. My intuition says I should just disconnect my router and blow into it and then reconnect it.
Spow until hit it a few times, like get the dust out of it, and
get the dust, blow on it, shake it, maybe turn it off. I remember back in the day, I don't know if this is still a thing, but in order to play like Halo on the Xbox One, I used to have to disconnect my router for like 10 seconds and reconnect it. Yeah.
What?
Otherwise I would just get like an internet error. Like if you unplug it from the computer and plug it right into the Xbox, I had to disconnect the router for like a minute or so and plug it back in, and then my Xbox would get internet. It was super weird. Does anybody else remember that in the Halo days? Am I just an old man?
Wait, Okay, all right. I thought you were gonna go somewhere completely different when it comes to like your story and like you remember like when you were playing Halo, you'd have to like eject the disc and like like tap it a couple of times and like blow on it so to get it to work. Like, all right, cool, okay.
You just unplug it. It was a very unepic story.
Oh god. Did you have a Nintendo 64 back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the first. Now I had the Super Nintendo, but Nintendo 64 is a real first console that was mine that I could grasp. I remember I was super pissed. My parents were like, "What?" They brought me back the Nintendo 64, and they brought me back like the Mario Kart version. And they're like, "It was between this or the Star Wars version. But if you want, we can take it back and get you a Star Wars version." And I didn't want to make my parents take back the Nintendo 64 because I was scared they wouldn't buy me it after all. They just return it. So I just stuck with the N64 Mario, and to this day, I still have the same Nintendo 64 and Mario game that I play often.
Oh.
Maybe not anymore, but up until last year, I was still playing the N64. But to this day, I wish I had got that Star Wars N64.
Yeah,
the whole full circle of me being Yoda now, it would have been epic.
It would have made sense. It would have all come around full circle. Yeah. I mean, everyone with their Nintendo 64s, they have their ritual, right? Like, for whatever reason, like half the time or like maybe a third of the time, like you'd put it in the game and it just wouldn't work, and you'd have to like, you'd have to blow in the cartridge, you had to like turn it on and off again, but like time it really well, you'd like have your system to do it.
I even remember on Zelda, I think it was, if you lifted the cartridge like one side up a little bit, it would unlock some extra weird stuff or something. Yeah, it was super weird. I remember I used to buy like the books at the stores that would tell you all the hacks.
Yeah.
Those were the days. We used to have books for cheat codes, guys. Before internet.
They used to be like in like magazines and stuff as well. Like they would be they'd be featuring cheat codes.
I used to go to GameStop and try and like buy the books for the cheat code. When I started playing Grand Theft Auto, that's when I started reading books.
You know what?
I was like, I need all the cheat codes.
I still have a magazine that I bought, like a cheat code magazine, just for GTA Vice City. I still have it.
Oh my god! I think we were all there. Those were the good days, man. Well, I wish there was a book published with StarCraft builds.
Right? I mean,
that would be epic.
It'd be horribly outdated, but it'd still be fun.
Yeah, but I'd still like to have it, just to have like a library full of old builds. And something we're not talking about here. There's dropper lords, there's carriers, there's lings, there's ravagers.
This is actually an intense game right now. So,
yeah, it's actually a really intense game.
All right, so
but let's ignore it and talk about N64 a little bit more.
He cut worker production. He cut workers at 46 drones, and now he's pushing across the map with roaches, with ravagers. He's dropping queens across the map as well, and this is exactly what he needs, especially against the carriers that are on the way, because we had a double Stargate opening. We didn't get to talk about for a second. Stargate was done.
God, you guys heard about the pandemic. This is an epidemic. It is absolutely epicness everywhere. And that was the awful pun I've been saving forever. And he actually almost curls the balls down a carrier. But he doesn't quite get it. All the queens have gone down. Has he done it? He gets the carrier. Oh my god. Who's winning here? I don't know. We need a doctor.
God. We need a doctor. Someone get right on the phone. As everything gets taken out, there were only 4 queens. Somehow, some way, he biled one of the carriers, but one carrier is all you need, and intuition holds.
Oh my god, that was absolutely epic. Oh god. I'm officially announcing my retirement as a caster. I've made the best pun I possibly ever could in my life, and I'm satisfied. Is euthanasia a thing? Can I just get euthanized legally?
Oh god.
Oh, I need some water.
Oh god. So from here, of course, we do have Intuition. He did get that double Stargate. He got a fleet beacon, so he has already started the fleet being hidden here behind his natural. He is already starting that Skytoss army, those carriers. And now what does Caleb do from here? He threw down a Spire. He's already working on his Corruptors, which is a really nice counter to this. He started droning up immediately as that push was happening, so he's you know, trying to catch back up, and for the most part he's already working on a 4th base. But yeah, it's gonna take quite some time for like the 4th base to actually like kick in and for his economy to finally get into the swing of things, because right now like it's kind of even, or I would say. And you
remember what we were talking about? If he goes Corruptors from the Stargate, you just go Void Rays to counter this.
Yeah,
we'd see Blink and Stalkers and +1 coming up, but I wouldn't hate some Void Rays thrown in here.
I would love some Void Rays thrown in. I feel like it's the more natural transition, but instead, as you said, he's just going for Blink Stalkers with +1, you know, more gateways being turned down. Nicely done. He actually denies the 4th base for Intuition with those Lings. Good start here for Caleb. But yeah, again, I would have preferred full Skytoss. I would have preferred Void Rays, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Blink Stalkers is cute, but it's not epic.
Exactly.
Void Rays would have been epic.
Yeah, and that's what we care about here on this channel.
Epicity.
Epicity is what we're looking for, and God. Oh, the chat's catching up.
Oh my God.
The chat's catching up.
Oh God. We've done it. We've broken the chat.
God damn it.
Oh my God. I'm scared that this is just digging a hole and I'll never actually get to cast a live event. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I'm a big NA caster, quote unquote. And they'll be like, all right, let's take a look at your VODs. They're gonna hear one cow joke and one too many epics and be like, absolutely not.
Yeah, they're not.
We will never cast in this town again.
They're like, look, we put up with Fear Dragon and what he does, and you, like, that's too much.
Yeah, they're like, we've put up with Fear Dragon for too long. We don't need another one. Imagine me and Fear Dragon casting together. That would be absolutely terrible.
God, that would be awful. That's what's wrong with that would not be
good. That's a scary movie. Wow, the offensive Blink forward. There's actually so much here. Maybe a little bit too much anti-air here. Banelings crashing into everything, and they didn't do a damn thing to those Stalkers. I don't think even one went down to all those Banelings. Oh my God, the force field's going down. The army here for Caleb is non-existent. He's going for a counterattack with Corruptors, question mark.
Yeah, I mean, he has to do something with the Corruptors. Like, they're just kind of dead supply. As you were saying, that too many Corruptors were made as that switch happened. There were no more carriers. It's just Blink Stalkers and Immortals and Intuition. He has enough here to just push on forward and proving to us that, I guess, Void Rays weren't the answer. Like, these Blink Stalkers, these Immortals, they're all he needed. And he's even pulling the boys.
Oh my God, he pulled the boys. It's a bare knuckle brawl in the streets. If he holds this, that'll be absolutely epic.
It would.
But there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way. I mean, he biles down. Oh, misses the Warp Prism, though. The Warp Prism was able to move out just in time. 51 drones go down. He blinks forward, and it looks like Intuition is going to be advancing on here to the qualifying match.
GG. Wow. I expected it, but not in this manner at all. Intuition is now in the qualifying match. I gotta check the bracket. I gotta check the bracket for you guys. Is there an update? Oh my God. I don't know if there's an update yet. No update yet. No update. Huh. I wonder if the godfather of StarCraft is busy today. I haven't seen him around.
Oh, fun fact. When it comes to the godfather himself, Darking, of course, it's his birthday today.
Oh, I asked him yesterday. He said it's not the only one whose birthday is soon. I was like, whose birthday is soon? He didn't say anything. Happy birthday, Darking, you son of a gun.
Yeah, like after like I'll at least like tweet out and stuff like after the cast. Like, you know, he's a great
oh my
guy.
God, I want to get back into that, but I gotta just address this comment in the chat, which is great. Someone sent that to Blizzard. He said if Yoda ever has an announcer pack, all the lines should just be building done, epic. Your warriors are in a battle. Epic. Not enough minerals. Not epic.
Oh, God.
You need more milk overlords.
Oh, God.
You need more milker lords. Oh, it is absolutely cringe, and I love it. We need a Yoda announcer pack ASAP. And also, this is aimed at reserve. How old are you? What red light on the original Xbox are you talking about? Because I'm not talking about the Ring of Death on the 360.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. The 360 Ring of Death.
I'm talking about the OG Xbox, not the Xbox One, but the one Xbox.
The
original.
Xbox. Just the
Xbox.
The black box.
Yeah, the box. You know, it was just the box before it even had the X. I never know how to call it. That's why I say the original, because like, oh, I got the Xbox, and you're like, which one? The Xbox.
The Xbox. Yes.
But mate, man, we're here, man. It's been a short, long day.
It has been. We are going to be getting into our final series of the night. It's going to be our first best of 5. It's going to be
in case you guys didn't know. Yeah. In case you didn't know, whoever Chaos or KOS and whoever that guy is, nobody knows him. No, I'm just kidding. He's pretty well known. But he did end up losing, surprisingly, to Asuna. And now here we have Asuna versus Intuition.